Are we recording? Okay, cool. Alright. Red door, brown door, green door, blue door, black door. I got these downloads years ago, but then they came clear with all the color. Like, I would get doors, like different color doors each year, each season, or whatever. But they weren't coming together in my head until maybe like a month, like the beginning of last month. Or I don't know, I'll probably post screenshots, or if I don't, I'll probably put in the notes when I probably found that download, like when I get my phone again. I'll put in the description when the download was finalized. But Spirit is saying that you have options when it comes to these portals, right? These areas you can go into when you're astral traveling. I'm touching on astral traveling very lightly because, yes, I naturally astral travel. I've been doing this since I was a kid, and it's not something that I feel like people should tap into unless they've mastered a lot of other things within their vessel. Because my gift started off very, very dark when I was a kid because due to trauma and due to everything. So I used to get tormented, like terrorized as a kid by the astral realm. Not only I'm 24 now, so it's just probably kind of stopped doing that. Like now, I'm 23. It stopped at probably 23, 24. So my whole life, that realm has like, man, I could have died, like in the physical, and in the. We're not gonna. Okay, scratch that. Look, nah, it's not story time. Okay, we're getting these downloads down so we can get it for the collective. But what was I saying? The doors, okay? So if I'll make something like example. So we have Insidious, right? If anybody have seen the series or the movie series Insidious, that's one of my favorite horror films. I don't even want to call it horror. I think for me it's spiro-psychological film. Spiro-psycho horror. That's what I want to call that. That's how my brain kind of likes it. Spiro-psycho horror. And in the Insidious films, I guess Spirit wants me to start off at the red door. Okay, and Spirit also wants me to sit the fuck down so my brain can recalibrate. Alright, so the red door. Let me breathe. And spit, sorry. I'm just getting that I'm channeling for the people who are astral traveling. I'm a daywalker when it comes to the dream realm. Like I daydream a lot now. I don't really like when I go to sleep. It's just fun. It's not my work is a lot done in the daytime for now. It's not when I was a kid growing up and everything and I was doing a whole now. It's during the day now. So. But because I've already experienced the astral realm so heavily and I went through the darkest pits of that, I'm pulling certain things out of there for the people who are in there right now and who still go there on a frequent basis. But specifically for the people who are assigned there by God, okay? I'm not talking to the people who are stupidly going down there because they found a YouTube video on how to astral project and they're mishandling and misusing their gifts or powers or abusing them to a certain extent and they're not. I'm not talking to y'all. That's the karmic path and that's cool. You do you, but I'm not touching on you right now. All right, let's just calm down. God, this message is not for you. But you can cross watch. Just sorry, my shadow. You can cross watch. Just be quiet in the comment section. If you don't have anything kind to say, don't say it at all. I don't care about the nice shit. If you don't have information, if you don't have love, or if you don't have transmutation in that comment section, just be quiet. And if you can't be quiet because you just don't want to lose your discernment, then you could take that up with God, and you already know. Anyway, back to the red door. Some of you guys are seeing a red door in the astral realm when you go, like it's like a repeated thing. Like I'll get to the other colors. Maybe I'll probably break this down into episodes for more than likely. But a lot of y'all are seeing this red door when you go down to the astral planes. And Spirit is saying Go through it, but with caution. Spirit is giving you the option. Spirit, this is not an assignment that is a dire need. Like, oh, you need to enter that red door. For some of you, it is. For some of you, put on your spiritual totems, put on your armor of God, everything. Make sure you're going to sleep with your protection, your anointment oils, everything. And when you go to sleep, be ready to just open that door, okay? But for some of you, it is a clear option. So you can, I'm not saying to bypass the red door, but you have a little bit, one group I'm talking to has a little bit more time. Another group of people in my spirit family is limited time to go through that red door, because it has something to do with healing certain parts of your chakra, your root chakra, and you're assigned to that red door like at this very moment. So in this current moment, there's a one group, we'll call that group A, the urgent group. So the urgent group needs to go through that as soon as they see that red door again. That's group A. Group B is, I'll call you the lollygags. The lollygaggers, okay? I know some of y'all were like, y'all don't, some of y'all just said, I don't like that name. Look, shut up. Okay, that's just the name right now, okay? So all that just came out my head. So, group urgent, go down that, go open that door, but please just be careful. You already know what's behind that door intuitively. I'm not going to coddle you, or I'm not going to over-explain something, a concept that you already know what has to do with what's in the root chakra of the underworld, okay? Because there's chakra planes in the underworld as well. But both groups, regardless, we're talking about the root chakra door, okay? So that's the message for like both urgent and lollygaggers. But I'm gonna kind of move to lollygaggers and tell you why your assignment isn't as urgent or isn't as dire as the urgent groups. It's because, I'm not saying you guys are scared or anything, but I think Spirit is saying that you can spend a little bit more time in a sacral area before you go down to the red door. Now, some of you guys in the lollygaggers group, I already know you're going to open the red door anyway, because you guys are fucking curious as hell. So for the people who decide to do that anyway, because your spirit is so freaking fiery and so ready, make sure you do a lot of the things I already told group urgent to do, as far as the spiritual protection, the totems, the armor of God, whatever you do to protect yourself spiritually while traveling, you need to do that, because it's not a game, bruh. People think this is a game. It's a game, but it's not a game, because in games you can die. Remember that, okay? What was I saying? So, for the people in the lollygaggers group that decide to go down that decide to open this door a little bit prematurely, so to speak, make sure you are armed with the armor of God. But also, people need to know that the umbilical cord that we have as a child, that is a physical representation. I'm going straight. That is a physical representation of our astral cord that connects us to, I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of channeling right now, that connects us to the astral plane. It's very long. It's almost like never ending, but it can be snipped. I have got that download for years, but I haven't really talked about it out loud, but it can be snipped. That cord, just like it can be snipped in the physical realm, how would they snip our cord instead of letting it naturally fall off in the physical realm? Like, okay, I'm getting downloads for as far as the astral cord that we have that connects us to our physical body and our astral body. It sheds. It can shed off and regrow, but it's like a snake almost. That's what I'm getting. But I'm also getting that if you stay in these realms for too long, I've touched on this a little lightly in other videos, but if you stay in those realms for a little bit too long, and you come across some sharks or just some type of entities that like your smell a little bit too much, but not in a good way, because y'all are so green down there, they can snap your cord and keep you down there and use you as I'm not saying this to put fear in anybody's heart or fear. It's just, these are things that we have to talk about if you guys are going to be going down to these realms and stuff, and especially at nighttime, because you know how illusionary or illusioned this can be as far as the underworld goes. And it's drenched heavy with Piscean energy. If you are familiar with Piscean energy, it is heavy. Like, it's a beautiful, Pisces energy is a beautiful moon, lunar type of energy, but it does have a lot to do with illusions and a tad bit of psychosis, but we're not going to touch on that too. Ooh, almost fell when I said psychosis. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that too much. All right, we're on 10 minutes now. I can only do 15-minute videos on this page, so we're gonna stop at 15. I'm gonna go ahead and swing on the swing while I'm talking. Hopefully the wind won't catch my microphone too much. Shout out to my little cousin. He gave me these headphones because he had bought some himself, because I told him he needs to buy his headphones so he can play around in BandLab when he's making his music. And he bought me an extra pair, and I needed headphones for this device because it's a USB-C type of plug, and I was so grateful. And I did it, and I washed his hair and everything. We had a beautiful night, and then he went home. Shout out to my cousin. Anyway, but yeah, nothing too not these albums are not gonna be too in depth, but in depth enough for you guys to get what I'm saying, you know. So be careful. I'm also getting that some of you guys just need to pray before you sleep. Pray before you eat. Pray before you look. Pray before you breathe. For the people who don't believe, whatever, in prayer, it's the same thing. Prayer, petitions, spells, whatever you resonate with. I hate saying that because it's like, and essentially, if you're in my AP courses, if you're in the AP section of my spirit family, bruh, we resonate with a lot of things. You know, we are all things to a certain extent. So just put your ego on a leash a little bit when you hear certain trigger words due to childhood trauma. We're at 12 minutes. I love recording on here because I'm not really worried about, I'm going to edit this video. These videos will not be edited because, bitch, that takes a little bit too long. It just does. So I'm going to be recording till it hits 15 minutes, seeing if Spirit has any more downloads for my collective, and then I'm going to tap out because I'm already getting a tad bit of a headache. Oh, by the way, I am fasting. This is day 2 of my fast. I'm not going to say what fast I'm doing, but day 1 was yesterday, but if anyone feels called to join me on the fast, go ahead and do it. Spirit is saying you don't have to do a specific fast. Just do one that's tailored to you. So if you feel like you need to fast from certain music, fast from certain people, fast from certain conversations, fast from certain foods, for group, like whatever you feel called to fast from or cleanse from, do it. My goal is to do it for 7 days because my fast I did in the past, maybe like a month or two months ago, I only made it to 4 days. And that was a raw fast, so I did raw fruits and vegetables. I'm not really going to speak on what I'm doing right now until it's over, but it's a different type of fast, so yeah. Oh, that bird is significant for somebody. If you guys heard it, I love that bird. In my head, that bird is like saying, booyaka, booyaka. It's probably not, but that's what it sounds like to me. I'm walking backwards. Backwards can be significant for some people in my collective as far as rewinding time to close old doors to portals that you opened out of curiosity or out of old assignments. Because I feel like I already know that a lot of people in my collective have been reassigned to different timelines and different assignments. And even some of y'all's spiritual contracts have been ripped up. And I know this because a lot of mine have been ripped up, not by me, by Spirit, because you already know that free will is still a thing. So if it didn't work out in how it was supposed to, and you were probably and we were on the right side of things, Spirit already gave you guys new contracts. You can go down there to look, to see, to learn from whatever you need to learn from, but child, them contracts are dead, okay? Spirit has already assigned a lot of y'all new contracts, new everything, new tools. Like, go crazy, go stupid. But remember, stay safe. And I'm watching a white taxi pass me by. So yes, Spirit is definitely, and then I'm watching a red van go. So the white taxi went to the west. White taxi went to the east.